Have you ever found yourself wondering deep down whether the man in your life truly cares for you, or if he's just hanging around for what he can get? It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's something that matters a lot. When you're caught in the whirlwind of affection, attention, and chemistry, it's easy to overlook the red flags waving quietly in the background. But here's the truth. Some men, not all, but some have learned how to manipulate kind-hearted, caring women by saying just the right things at the right time. These words might sound sweet or innocent on the surface, but underneath, they're calculated, designed to keep you hooked, designed to blur your judgment. And when you're not careful, that emotional investment you've been pouring in can turn into pain, regret, and confusion. So, in this conversation, let's break down 5 phrases that often reveal when a man is using you emotionally, physically, financially, or even just to pass the time. And trust me, the more you know about these signals, the better you'll be at protecting not just your heart, but your dignity, your time, and your future. The first red flag: I'm going to leave my partner for you. Now that one hits hard, doesn't it? When a man tells you he's planning to leave his current relationship for you, it can feel flattering at first. He's choosing you, right? But pause for a moment. Think critically. If he's so unhappy with his current partner, why hasn't he left already? And more importantly, why is he dragging someone new into the chaos of his indecision? It's not uncommon for manipulative men to use this line to keep you emotionally invested without ever making real changes in their lives. He may know exactly what he's doing, feeding you a promise he never intends to keep, just so he can hold on to your attention, your affection, and your loyalty. Even worse, if he does leave that partner, your new relationship might be built on guilt, suspicion, and emotional baggage. That's not the healthiest foundation to grow love from. Before getting swept up in fantasy, ask yourself this. If he's capable of betraying her trust, what makes you believe he won't do the same to you later? Second sign: I need your help. Especially when that help always involves your money, time, or emotional labor. There's nothing wrong with helping your partner, not at all. But when someone consistently leans on you for support, especially financial help or constant emotional caretaking, and gives very little in return, that's a warning sign you can't afford to ignore. Men who prey on kindness often use your empathy against you. They'll tell stories about bad luck, lost jobs, health scares, or strained family ties. They'll cry, plead, and paint themselves as helpless victims of the world. And because you care deeply, you want to help. But what happens when the pattern continues? When your wallet's thinner, your emotional tank is running dry, and yet somehow their situation never improves? That's when you have to recognize the truth. This isn't mutual support, this is exploitation. In real, balanced relationships, help flows both ways. You both lift each other up, you both contribute. If you find yourself constantly giving and rarely receiving, it's time to step back and reevaluate what's really going on. The third phrase to watch out for: I'm not ready for commitment. This one might sting a bit, especially if you've heard it more than once. It sounds honest, even vulnerable, but often it's used as a shield, a way to enjoy the benefits of closeness without taking on any of the responsibilities that come with real love. Now, maybe he really isn't ready, but here's the kicker. That doesn't mean you should wait around until he is. Some men use this line to keep women emotionally attached while leaving just enough ambiguity to avoid accountability. They enjoy the attention, the intimacy, the comfort, but avoid conversations about the future, about exclusivity, about real partnership. It could be emotional support they're after someone to listen, to understand, to nurture, or maybe it's about physical intimacy, closeness without strings. But no matter the reason, if you're not on the same page, you'll always feel like you're giving more than you're getting. So when you hear, "I'm not ready for a relationship," believe him. And then ask yourself, are you willing to settle for something casual when your heart is craving something deep and lasting? Number 4, "You're so much better than my ex," or "I've never felt like this before." Compliments, right? They feel good, especially when they come from someone you care about. But when a man starts throwing out high praise early and often, it's worth wondering, is this sincere or is it strategic? See, some men use flattery not to celebrate you, but to manipulate you. It's called love bombing, overwhelming someone with praise, attention, and affection to fast-track emotional attachment. And it works because we want to feel special. We want to believe that we're different from those who came before us, that we've inspired some great, sweeping change in someone's heart. But the danger is, When all that flattery isn't backed by consistent, respectful, and reciprocal actions, it becomes nothing more than smoke and mirrors. He's building a fantasy, not a future. So if a man is constantly comparing you to his ex or saying you're unlike anyone he's ever met, don't let that be the only thing you hold on to. Pay attention to how he treats you when things aren't going smoothly. Does he still show up for you? Does he listen, support, and respect you even when you're not perfect? That's the true test of admiration. And finally, number 5. I need you to do this for me. I just can't do it on my own. This one can sneak up on you because it sounds so innocent. We all need help from time to time, right? That's normal. But when someone repeatedly asks you to take on responsibilities they could easily handle themselves, especially under the guise of helplessness, that's not love. That's manipulation. This tactic works by creating a false sense of dependency. He makes you feel needed, indispensable, like you're the only one who can help him. Over time, you may find yourself bending over backward to meet his needs, to prove your devotion, to be the one who never lets him down. But here's the catch. In healthy relationships, both people contribute their share. No one partner should be acting like a parent or a personal assistant. If he's constantly asking you to carry the emotional, physical, or mental load while offering little support in return, then chances are he's not helpless. He's just comfortable with you doing all the heavy lifting. And the longer this goes on, the harder it gets to say no. You start to feel guilty. You start to question whether you're being selfish for needing space, or energy, or peace. That's how manipulation tightens its grip quietly, persistently, until you're no longer living for yourself. So what can you do about all this? Start by trusting your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Take a step back and assess the relationship as a whole. Are your needs being met? Are your boundaries respected? Are his words backed up by consistent action? It's okay to love with an open heart, but not at the expense of your self-worth. Keep your independence, your hobbies, your friendships, your goals. Stay rooted in your values. And remember that love isn't proven by sacrifice. It's proven by mutual care, respect, and growth. And above all, learn to recognize manipulation, not just in others, but in the moments when your own fear or hope tries to convince you to stay when you should walk away. Because real love doesn't come with confusion, guilt, or constant doubt. Real love feels like peace, not pressure. If this conversation resonated with you, or you've seen any of these signs before, don't hesitate to reflect and reclaim your power. You deserve more than someone who uses you. You deserve someone who chooses you every day, without condition and without games. And remember, the right person won't use you, won't manipulate you, and won't ask you to shrink yourself just to fit their needs. The right one will see your value, match your energy, and protect your heart like it's their own. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I truly hope this message gave you clarity and strength. If it did, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with someone you care about. Let's build a community where love feels safe, balanced, and real. You're worthy of something true. Don't ever settle for less.